Welcome back. Now, a criminal investigation into 22-year-old South African Aaron Bayhack by the Hawks for his involvement on the ongoing Israeli genocide against Palestinians will be launched. This comes as the Sandton-born Bayhack is a member of a notorious Israeli elite sniper team, the Ghost Unit, who openly celebrated the targeting and killing of innocent Palestinian civilians in Gaza. Now, the story came about a few weeks ago when News 24 had seen Aaron Bayhack, who had been attending the King David School here in Sandton. This comes, of course, the questioning of dual citizenship. And, of course, if you are a South African, there is no room for you to be fighting for another country. Joining us now to discuss this, I'd like to welcome Alie Komape, who's from Africa for Palestine. Alie, always a pleasure having you on. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, and thank you for having us.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. Alie, I think the biggest discussion of this is the fact that here we have an individual who at this time is fighting for another country while just having a South African citizenship.
Yes, definitely. It's worrisome, and I think the South African government has laws, rules that are legislated that deals with South Africans operating in foreign militias. It's deeply concerning that the government has taken so long to take a decision on this, because it's not Aaron only. There's a number of Jewish South Africans who have, number one, participated in the Israeli militia. Number two, who are still participating in the Israeli militia. We know them, they are well documented, but the government has not been taking action, and that is a concern.
Alie, what makes this one, I think, particularly interesting is the fact that he's part of this Ghost Unit. It's notorious. It goes ahead and actually, if you've seen the footage, and Al Jazeera, the Qatari broadcaster, showed it, that they're targeting civilians, even civilians who wave some sort of white flag or white cloth to say, we give up, or those who are just walking by and are being sniped. When you're a sniper, and this doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out, you are specifically targeting an individual. And by him being involved in this, that already shows that there is an intent to go ahead and kill and murder innocent civilians.
I mean, what is interesting about the Al Jazeera expose is that it didn't take much for them to get this footage. They post this footage themselves, kind of like snitching on themselves. They record themselves killing innocent Palestinian civilians, in other cases even children, and they celebrate this. I think this is just phenomenal evil. It's just on another level. He is part of executioners. These are people who are killing Palestinians for no any other reason but because they enjoy it. It's this unit is pure evil. It's if we know that they target innocent Palestinian civilians and they record themselves, what about the cases that have not been recorded? I mean, it's horrifying. The reports show that at very least over 100 people have been targeted, have been shot and killed by this unit. It's so bad that in Belgium, a prosecutor found one of their Belgian Jewish citizens in that unit, and they are prosecuting him for that. This unit is pure evil.
The open celebrations, you've touched on it. It's not just them doing it and they're doing it in silence. You've mentioned it. They're going on to social media and saying, look here, we've just killed a civilian in Gaza. That in itself, and obviously you'd have to read the Geneva Convention, but the Geneva Convention, when it was launched, did not obviously take into account social media. But the open gloating of killing a civilian, I think that already puts it to you that they are perpetrating a genocide, given that they're celebrating the death of someone that they've murdered.
I mean, it's brazen. How do you post on social media that you're killing innocent civilians is just astonishing. And it's terrifying. It's horrifying that they get to this. But it's not only this team. Israelis that are involved in the genocide, they post on social media in Palestinian homes they've bombed. They show beheadings. They show the bodies of the dead they've killed. They take photos. It's horrifying. And in terms of the genocide, the war crimes, nobody needs to convince anyone that Israel is committing war crimes and genocide. I mean, they are filming it themselves and they are showing the world exactly what they are doing.
Alie, what is it that Africa for Palestine, and I'm sure, any other lobby group like yourselves, what is it that they would like to see occur when the Hawks completes its investigation into Bayhack?
We believe that this investigation is one of many. We know that even parliamentarians, our lawmakers, were in the background. They were looking into how they can strengthen the legislative framework into people who participate in foreign militias. But Africa of Palestine is working with other progressive organizations to give as much evidence as possible to the Hawks. And what we'd like to see is for him to go to jail. She must be jailed in South Africa for breaking our laws, and he must be jailed, and we must explore if we can charge him with our laws for committing these war crimes in Palestine.
Alie Komape, always a pleasure having you on your News in Focus on Hilaal TV. Much appreciated. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
That's Alie Komape, Africa for Palestine. Of course, we will be following up the story. The investigations are opening. It's now up to the Hawks to decide when the prosecution will occur and ultimately the final judgment with regards to Aaron Bayhack. That's all we have for you here on News in Focus. From myself, Ross Patel, and the rest of the team in Johannesburg. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.